allegedly James Gunn is out. He's fired at DC. That is music to my ears. Now, this is a rumor. I want you guys to take this with a huge grain of salt, but I think we can already report it right now that he's out, just because I think Peacemaker was the nail in the coffin. Peacemaker is not getting renewed for a third season. So honestly, that shit is garbage, and I think that James Gunn is garbage. So I want to hear you guys in the comment section right now, because I hear all these James Gunn meat writers constantly criticizing me and saying that I do not know what I'm talking about. But the truth is that why would your golden boy be getting fired? If he's such a good director, why aren't they renewing Peacemaker Season 3?
Tony D and Little Joan, and this is your Hollywood short take. This just dropped into my feed from Cosmic Book News. This is an exclusive. James Gunn out at DC with Warner Brothers sale. Let's check this article. With Superman reportedly bombing financially, with the Peacemaker Season 2 flopping with fans, I reached out to insiders at the state of the DCU under James Gunn. This is, who is this reporting? Matt McGloin over at Cosmic Book News. The short of it is that James Gunn will be out as the head of the DCU with the WBD sale. That's Warner Brothers Discovery. And he's told that if David Ellison of Skydance Paramount...
I don't really care who comes in. If Zack gets to do his last movie, which I think it's going to be The Dark Knight Returns with Ben Affleck, then that's great. But if he doesn't come back, I'm okay with us going a new route, starting totally over. I think a different director should come in. Maybe we can have the guy which made the Mission Impossible movie. His name always escapes me. His name is Christopher McQuarrie, I think. If he comes in and he's directing all of the superhero movies, fine. I want something fresh. I want something new in DC. I don't want mediocre directors directing these godlike superheroes. Let's not do this anymore. James Gunn was a big mistake, and I think, I don't know, maybe Zaslav was just in love or was crushing on James for some reason, but it flopped.
What? What?
Yes, it happened.
No way!
It happened.
I was just doom scrolling on Facebook. Boot up. I was just doom scrolling. You know, a lot of times what I do is I look up the article and I have it ready.
Yes.
For you guys by the time I start the video. Every once in a while, something is so wild that I come up and look it up at the same time.
It's true.
While showing you my current reaction. Like, I just saw this. James Gunn out at DC with Warner Bros. Sale.
Let's pause it, guys, and let's listen to it one more time. What did he say?
James Gunn out at DC with Warner Bros. Sale.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
And he's told that if David Ellison of Skydance Paramount buys Warner Brothers Discovery, that Mike DeLuca will be in charge of DC and do a completely new start again. So, good. I say good. Gunn recently said he is doing whatever he wants with DC. He may already know.
Yeah. That's what I think as well.
That may be why Peacemaker kind of drove itself off a cliff. He may thought, screw it, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want now. Hoping to kind of save himself with some sort of...
Do you guys still think that the Man of Tomorrow movie is going to get released? Do you actually think that he's going to go into pre-production and actually make that movie? Leave it in the comment section, because I've been reading some of the comments and people have been like, no, he's going to make a sequel to Superman. And I'm like, I don't think that that's going to happen. What they're trying to do right now is to sell Warner Brothers. And until they have sold the studio, I don't think that a lot is going to happen there. A lot of big things are going to happen at Warner Brothers. I think after the sales, then the new leadership is going to come in, and we're going to get a course correction and somewhat more of a level-headed director or head of DC.
With Superman reportedly bombing financially, with Peacemaker Season 2 flopping with fans, I reached out to my insiders about the state of DCU under James Gunn. The short of it is that James Gunn will be out as the lead, as the head of DCU with the WB Discovery sale. I'm told if David Ellison of Skydance Paramount buys WB Discovery, that Mike DeLuca will be in charge of DC and do a completely new start. How many times are they going to start over? But I will tell you this. With James Gunn's DC so far,
Yeah.
I didn't like the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
I liked Creature Commandos.
Fair enough.
I did not like Superman. I liked the first season of Peacemaker.
Okay.
And I have not finished the second season of Peacemaker. But I'm hearing all type of Yahtzee stuff. And in that first episode is ridiculous. So this is wild.
Trust me when I say this, Warner Brothers. If you give us that announcement of Snyder coming back for one last movie, it's going to break all the records that you guys want. And then it's going to give us the closure that we need in order to support your next projects. But if you shit in our face one more time, Warner Brothers, then it's over.
Hoping to kind of save himself with some sort of rating spike or whatever. Continuing, that sounded odd to me, as if you're building a new universe, you would want to be successful with the fans. That's not happening, as both Creature Commandos and Peacemaker failed to chart on Nielsen. They don't have a big audience, and Gunn's claim that Peacemaker Season 2 was meant to be a sequel to a Superman movie was pure BS. Superman also failed to resonate with international fans. Its box office also came in under Zack Snyder's Man of Steel by a large margin. I think that's more the issue for Warner Brothers than anything else. I think it probably made a little bit of money, but
They wanted to put out the headline where James Gunn has defeated Zack Snyder. That's what they wanted. Nobody at Warner Brothers really liked Zack Snyder. That's just the truth. They think that he's too artistic. But I have to say this. When it comes to superhero movies, if you look at any superhero movie, the movies which become extremely successful are the movies which have grit, seriousness to the movies. The movies which are goofy, funny, dorky, those movies do not make a lot of money. And the irony is, yes, a comedy is for the whole family, but you need to have some kind of depth. You need to have some kind of emotional roller coaster with the audience when you're creating these movies.
by a large margin. I think that's more
True.
the issue for Warner Brothers than anything else. I think it probably made a little bit of money, but they're saying no, but who knows? Superman also failed to resonate. Oh, I read that. Gunn's approach to the DCU has been all but about divisive messaging, and it's splitting the fan base. And you can read the rest on Cosmic Book News. Man, it's pretty long. Let's wrap it up. Mike DeLuca discovered David S. Goyer, who is known for Blade, Man of Steel, and of course Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Mike also brought Sinners and Weapons and oversaw the Conjuring franchise. Also added Minecraft. So he's got the creds. He knows cinema, history, and global movements, and is a diehard comic book fan. Bring on Mike DeLuca.
The reason why I think Mike DeLuca is gonna be great as the new DC head is because he's a studio head, but he also understands movie history. He's brought in all of these successful projects to Warner Brothers. I think they should listen more to him. If he comes with something totally different, if he says, you know what, let's leave the Snyderverse, but let's go a different route, I trust him.